Jacob used to be a gangster, you know? Used to go with the open shirts, the jeans.
Yeah, he always liked to have his shirt open, always. Yeah, that's Jacob.
Used to smoke about 5-6 packs of cigarettes a day. Used to love Burger King. He still loves the French fries until today. Oh, and he used to love to play Pac-Man. A lot of people don't know about him, but back in the day, he used to love to play Pac-Man.
In the beginning, my understanding was that Jacob was a thin, good-looking guy. I haven't seen it.
Listen, Jacob, like me, he goes to the gym once every 25 years. It's not his forte. What do you want from the poor guy? He's 70. Leave him alone. Pretty soon he's going to go to PT, you know? You want to take him to the gym.
The minute I saw him, I said to myself, I need to have him. He was so irresistible. It was not my fault, it was all his fault. He was so wonderful. First of all, he was good looking, like you don't know. And then, whatever I said, he had one word, no problem.
If I go back to where we start together with Jacob, Jacob was that guy who walked around the clock.
It had to be his early 40s when we first met, and what a hardworking individual him and Helen have always been. The dynamics are quite interesting. I can tell you that Jacob he tries to portray himself as he's the big boss, that he's the real boss and everything, but we all know, those people who have been here a long time, knows that Helen is the real boss. They know that she is really the one who controls, the only one who can control Jacob. But he adores her to life's end, and he will do anything for her and her for him. So one of the things that I admire the most is the passion that he's had for his wife and for his family.
Listen, him and Helen, it's beyond the love story. Most people say, I will do everything for my wife, but they already did. So they established their part.
Who are we? We a boyfriend and girlfriend from Israel. We only had, from selling in Israel, everything we had, we sold the car, the refrigerator, the washer, dryer, the kids' toys, my makeup, everything. And we ended up buying Breezy Acres.
So when I first met Jacob, I must have been about 3 years old. You know, I got really lucky with Jacob. I really, really did. As I've gotten to know him and grow up with him, I can only tell you that you start to absorb some Jacob the longer you're with him. You have been the kindest stepfather that I have a hard time even calling you stepfather. As you know, around here I call you my dad because you're just another person in my life that, like my dad, feels like my dad.
Everybody thinks Jacob really tough and that, but he's not. He's a sweet darling.
He tries to present as a grizzly, but he's really a teddy bear. He's a man of few words. He was not the kind that's gonna have a heart-to-heart talk with you, but then he will surprise you suddenly with a sentence that, just to let you know, I know the situation you're in, and I got you, don't worry about it.
The Palace Group is known as a very hardworking group of individuals, but we know how to party. You know, we talk about parties and get-togethers and events. And from a business perspective, sometimes they're not the best business decisions because they cost a lot of money. But in reality, the things that we do for the employees come back tenfold, and he is smart enough to understand that. We have the golden rule as Palace principle, and in our mission statement that says to treat others as we would like to be treated. Well, he absolutely follows that, and he understands that you can't measure that from a return on investment standpoint.
Well, Jacob doesn't know how to throw the party. What Jacob knows how to do is get the person who knows how to throw a party to throw the party.
Yeah, what the heck?
But Jacob gives a thumbs up to just about everything, and Jacob's approving it. He's not holding back on anything. Those parties are great.
We party pretty hard, and like the employee yearly parties, he says people work hard and they deserve it no matter what. Listen, he understands people. And I think this is a big key, a huge key for his success, because he understands people.
By far one of the most generous people I know, and he displays it time and time again, and he's never ceased on that, and it's amazing.
The most impressive things about Jacob is how he treats his employees. And I use the word employees, but in reality is more of a palace family. And a lot of organizations say this, but the reality of it is he does feel like the people that work with him are all family members.
Oh yeah, golf is an obsession. The only way you can make him not work is if you say golf. Golf cancels everything. Golf cancels meeting, golf cancels whatever, birthdays. Even we plan Sunday's birthdays to people, it's like, listen, you can't start it before 12 o'clock, that's 12:30 because I'm not gonna make it on time.
One of the things about Jacob is luck. I mean, you could hit the ball in the center of a lake and a turtle will come up out of the water, the ball will hit the turtle and go on the green. And I can tell you that anybody who's played golf with him can attest to it.
I always joke that, I don't know if it's his obsession or it's his therapy, but I believe it's a bit of both.
If you guys out there ever want to send Jacob an email and you're wondering if he's gonna open it, in the reference section, just put golf, and he'll always read that email. Jacob has the ability to see things before they happen. I can tell you that when we did the Palace Coral Gables, it took us about 7 years from response to finishing the project. And most normal people, including myself, I recommended that we didn't do that project. And today it is our flagship building and it's one of our nicest buildings. So Jacob absolutely understands what's gonna happen, can see things happening. He's a bit of a wizard. He can't always articulate the position, but he can absolutely see it coming, what's gonna work, what's profitable. He has a business acumen that most people do not have.
Well, Jacob really shine when we have a new building. Then we start with the meeting and the finance. Oscar very much, and Jacob and everything is number. And he put all forward, all the time it's need to make up that building. And then the banker inviting them to the building, make sure everything look good. That's Jacob. That's his trade or his strength, if you wanted to say that. Jacob is the brother. We call it there is something in Arabic they call a close friend, much better than father brother. And he is that a friend and a brother to me.
Staking my claim of which I'm trying to be certain.
As we grow, we only grow together. We grow in age and we grow in weight.
Jacob, I love you with all my heart, and I will say it in front of everybody. I have no problems about that. Thank you for being who you are and everything you are.
I did it my way.
I couldn't ask for a better father in the world, because I really know that you're by far the kindest person I know. So I want to wish you only all the best, all the way to 120. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Jacob.
Mommy, there is one thing I want to tell you. I want you to be next to me and to be my mentor and to be my savior every minute of between now and the time that God is gonna take me.
I did it my way.
Happy birthday, Mommy. You know you're only 70. Other people are so much older than you, but you must be a happy birthday 70. I love you.
To say the things he truly feels, and not the ones of the one who lives. Let the record show. Let it show you took some blows and made it your way.
Chaim.